Yesterday, it was November 7th, and the Avengers Secret Wars was supposed to come out yesterday. But it got delayed until on the holiday season in 2 more years, along with Frozen 3. Well, Frozen 3 is coming out on November 2027, but the Avengers movie is coming out on December 17, 2027, and for the Avengers Doomsday, that film is coming out on December 18, 2026. I am so glad that MCU have finally realized that the original face of the MCU was absolutely disaster. Like the original schedule was completely have too many people cooking in the kitchen. That was just an expression. Hello, everybody, and who is a huge fan of MCU or Marvel Cinematic Universe since Iron Man, including me, y'all. My name is NH Studio Lounge Show, and welcome to the magical world of Disney. Enough further ado, let's get this topic started. So here we go. So the Avengers Secret Wars was supposed to come out on November 7, 2025. And for the K Dynasty, that film was supposed to come out on May 2nd or May 1st, 2025. But instead, we got Thunderbolt. And this is a hot take. I am so glad we got Thunderbolt instead of the K Dynasty. Or else the K Dynasty is going to be the very first The Avengers movie, be such a god-awful movie with a cringe story, unlikable characters, because they might do some character art, which it sounds very stupid. So I am so glad that Thunderbolt came out instead of the K Dynasty. So Thunderbolt, great job, and Uranus, love you. And of course, look at the face. Look at the face of the MCU. Look at this, man. That is too many projects in 1 year. You gotta be kidding me. So I'm just gonna read this darn thing. So let's go ahead and read it, shall we? So Quantumania was supposed to come out on February 7, 2023. And The Secret Avengers, honestly, that show was supposed to come out on spring 2023. And Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is the last Guardian of the Galaxy, was supposed to come out on May 5th, 2023. And Argo was supposed to come out on summer 2023. And Loki Season 2 was supposed to come out on summer 2023. And The Marvel was supposed to come out on July 28, 2023. The PG-13 Blade movie, oh my god, man. No wonder they have to slow down with that freaking Blade movie, because nobody in the right mind want to see a PG-13 version of Blade. So yeah, no wonder that Senator did a lot better job than Senator. Do you hear me? Ryan Coogler did a lot better vampire storyline and Senator, way better than what MCU was thinking back in 2023 by making the Blade movies. And to be honest, I don't give a crap about the Blade movie anymore because I haven't heard any of the information what the new Blade movie is going to be. And just like the original Blade actor said, it would be one Blade. It would be the only one Blade. And yeah, he said that in Deadpool and Wolverine. So the original Blade will always be better than the casting of the new Blade. So sorry, new Blade. So I'm sticking with the old Blade instead. So the PG-13 version of Blade, which that would be god-awful, which that film was supposed to come out on November 3rd, 2023. And Ironheart was supposed to come out on fall 2023. And that's not least, oh god, man, not the freaking title, of Agatha Considum or Consti, oh my god, you know what, I'm gonna call this Agatha All Along. So Agatha All Along 2.0 was supposed to come out on winter 2023. So how many projects have? Oh wait, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you got 9 projects in 2023. So what about 2024? The Daredevil Born Again, which that was not the original show, because they're going to be followed. Honestly, a part of that show is going to be a follow-up to She-Hulk, and I know it's going to be cringe. I know it's going to be stupid. I know it's going to have a scene when Daredevil and She-Hulk kissing, and I know it's going to be PG-13, which, oh my god, man. Daredevil did not fit as a PG-13 character. You're damn bad. no wonder that Daredevil Born Again turned into like TV-14 TV-14 into a TMA, and now you can see Kingpin squishing people like a watermelon. Yeah, that would be the one scene I would completely skip, and I honestly don't want to talk about it because that's the that is the most disturbing scene I might see from MCU. So Daredevil Born Again was supposed to come out on spring 2024. Captain America New World Order was supposed to come out on May 3rd, 2024. And Thunderbolt was supposed to come out on July 26th, 2024. And for 2024, on the other hand, Fantastic Four was supposed to come out on November 8th, 2024. And The Avengers aka Dynasty was supposed to come out on May 2nd, 2025. And last not least, The Avengers Secret Wars was supposed to come out in November 7th, 2025. So let me get this straight. So you're going to be releasing 9 projects in 1 year? It shows that Bob Chesbeck is such an idiot. Oh my god, man. Why in the Neptune that you want to release your MCU project in 1 year? Do you not know it's called quality? This is not quality. This is quantity. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is quantity. It shows that they are focused on quantity instead of quality. Quality is way more important than quantity. You don't see Disney doing that. You don't see Pixar doing that. And you don't see 20th Century Studio doing that. Yeah, screw the original MCU phase 5 to 6 because this sounds completely god awful. And honestly, in these projects, it's kind of remind me that you're having too many people cooking in the kitchen. So no wonder we got a new phase. In the new phase of the MCU, it looks absolutely clean, and it didn't look anything rushed. So you got Fantastic Four for Steph, you got Marvel Zombie, you got Punisher, which is the new Punisher, it might come out next year, and of course you got the Flaming Neighborhood Spider-Man, you got Vision Quest, you got the Avengers Doomsday, Brand New Day, new season of Born Again, Wonder Man. I'm still curious about the Wonder Man show, but even I'm an MCU fan. But I seriously doubt that Wonder Man's going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be like a mixed bag show, just like Ironheart, but hey, I was just saying. And of course, Eyes of Wakanda and last night The Avengers Secret Wars. Yeah, this phase is 100 times better than the original phase. And Starboy, if you're a huge fan of the MCU, you can't even defend this phase because this phase is absolutely horrendous. So can you look at me and tell me, can you have this? Will you rather have a PG-13 version of Blade? Of Blade? Do you want to see a PG-13 version of Daredevil? In my taste, sorry Starboy, but I think this phase of the MCU back in 2022 was one of the worst phase I ever seen. But thank God they completely scrapped it, and then here's your new phase, and yeah, and I might chat with Starboy and saying that do you like the original phase? I'm not trying to disrespect the stars, right? You can't disrespect him, but I was just saying, So I think the writer from Quantumania was originally going to write the Avengers: The K Dynasties. Oh heck no, because the writing in the Quantumania was absolutely all over the place. Like the biggest problem I have for Quantumania is because the writing. The writing was absolutely all over the place. And you can't even tell what the fridge is going on. So Jeff, which is the writer from Quantumania, and he was originally going to make a reference of Rick and Morty in the Avengers movie. Like nobody in the right mind want to see that. Like that's called corny, you ask me. So yes, Jeff is no longer writing the Avengers: The K Dynasty. So why is that? Well, he didn't necessarily get fired, but it's because of the fact that MCU, aka Kevin Feige, aka the people was really working on that project, had been decided to shove it away from the K storyline. So I think Kane got defeated as a villain in Quantumania by all these bunch of ants. Yeah, it shows that Kane is 100% dead. Well, I heard that the fact that Kane might be in the Avengers Doomsday but mark my word, he might die by Doctor Doom. And do not mess, dude, don't ever mess with Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom will definitely kill all the Avengers cast. I hope the God that Thunderbolt would not die the Avengers movies, because I'm a huge fan of the new The Avengers, and yeah, I don't want to see them die, and I do not want to see Yelena die. Oh, it's gonna be like Black Widow death scene all over again, and I don't want to see that. So here's the original script, and the original script sounds god awful. So I'm just gonna read this darn thing. Michael revealed that he and Jeff pitched an idea of the young the Avengers defeated a version of Kane in the Avengers the K Dynasty. The Avengers carry a little card. They said to be patient with him. It was his first day as a Kane. Please, for the living God, don't tell me that Miss Marvel and Kate Bishop is trying to be like a female version of Rick and Morty. No offense, I like these two. I love Rick and Morty. It's my favorite Adult Swim shows. But come on, this is the Avengers movie. The Avengers movie, you're supposed to take it seriously. There was no need to joke around. And yes, I already know that Infinity War and Endgame has some cringy joke. Well, in my taste, I don't mind the joke. I don't mind the joke in the Infinity War and Endgame, because as long as they're not doing the freaking weapons of Fortnite in Endgame, because that's the only problem I have it, and that's why I prefer Infinity War as a much better The Avengers film more than Endgame, and no offense to Endgame, but nobody in the right mind wants to see Thor playing freaking Fortnite. In my director's cut, in the director's cut, I'm just gonna have the scene when Thor was playing Overwatch, or even better, maybe GTA. Nah. Let's go to Overwatch. Yeah, like seriously, having young the Avengers defeat Kane by using a freaking weapons of Rick and Morty. K Bishop, Miss Marvel, I like you, and the young the Avengers, I like that team. But nobody in the right mind wants to see the Avengers movie have a reference to one of the best Adult Swim shows ever. I am so glad that Michael, which is the same writer who brought you up a Multiverse of Madness, which that film was filming at the box office, but I'm so glad that the fact that they completely give rid all the cringy joke that's going to be the K Dynasty, and I am so glad we got a new team. I'm so glad that the Russo brothers came back as a director, and now they're going to be directing the two The Avengers movies. So I really know that's really manipulating, but hey, which one you rather have? Would you rather have the Avengers to have a Rick and Morty reference, or do you want a good The Avengers movie trying to be like Infinity War and Endgame? And to be honest, I want the Avengers movie to be as good as much as Infinity War and Endgame. I don't want to see any MCU be mediocre and meh. Come on. We gotta make the Doomsday and Secret Wars at a golden phenomenon, and I want the trailer reaction to be the same as much as Infinity War. Which I seriously doubt that, because a lot of people are losing their trust on the MCU. Yeah, thanks a lot, you Bob Chesback. And I hope you got what you deserve. Anyway, fellas, that was my video called The Avengers Secret Wars. Should have been out right now, but at the same time, I am so glad they delayed this movie until December 17, 2027, because it shows that they want to slow down the project, and at least Bob Barker understand that this project is very hard to make, which thankfully Bob Barker is letting Kevin Feige do what he wants. And that is why I prefer Bob Barker as a way better CEO more than Bob Chesback. I don't understand why people say Bob Barker is way worse than Bob Chesback, which CEO that you rather put up for a daily basis, Would you rather put up a David Zazel? Would you rather put up that evil CEO, which is Horace Weinstein? And would you rather put up with Bob Chesback, or would you rather put up with Bob Barker? I rather put up with Bob Barker more than Bob Chesback, because Bob Chesback, not just he's a worst CEO, but he might be the worst person, because He completely insults Scarlett Johansson. He say animations is made for baby, which no, it is not. And of course, they forcing Pixar film to release on Disney Plus, like Soul, Luca, and Turning Red. Yeah, no wonder Lightyear was absolutely a flop. So bad is because of the fact that people want to see some original Pixar film. Well, thank God Ariel didn't came out on Disney Plus before, but I am so glad they didn't. I'm so glad they did not go through by not releasing that movie in theaters and releasing it on Disney Plus, which Pixar film did not meant to be on Disney Plus because Pixar film meant to be released in theater, not freaking Disney Plus. You just knucklehead, open your mind. Anyway, guys, so I have no idea what my next review is going to be. So if I watch Mufasa Lion King today, oh God, yeah, stay tuned for my rant on that freaking movie. Well, at the same time, I might have to do a movie rant on Snow White instead. So stay tuned for my movie review / mini rant on Disney Snow White. It's not gonna be like a biggest rant or biggest longer killer rant, because I just think I saw way worse Disney live action movie out there like Peter Pan and Wendy. That's way worse than Disney Snow White, and that is a fact. And yeah. And though I'm not going to say any woke term because that woke term is overstated or welcome. And all thanks to Phantom Menace. So even I'm not a type of person that I am so glad that MCU is dying, but I am so glad that the Avengers Secret Wars, the original premise, is canceled, and now they're going to give us a good The Avengers movie since Infinity War and Endgame. So Russo Brothers, keep up the great work, and Robert Downey Jr., I'm so glad that you came back again, but this time as Doctor Doom. Anyway, guys, so hit a subscribe button, turn on the notification, and share the video to all the MCU fans at all ages. And stay tuned for my mini rant on Disney Snow White. And this is NH Studio Lounge signing off. And have a great wish upon the stars, and have a great ET Unknown. And I'll see y'all next time.
Like a bolt out of the blue,
Fate steps in and sees you through.